Congruence relation part 2. First property, show that if A congruent to B modulo m and if D divides m, then A congruent to B modulo D. For example, we know that 11 congruent to 3 modulo 4, since 11 minus 3 modulo 4, since 4 divides 11 minus 3, that is 4 divides 8. Again, now since 2 divides 4, this implies 11 also congruent to 3 modulo 2, because since we know that 2 also divides 11 minus 3, that is 2 divides 8. So if A congruent to B modulo m and if D divides m, we want to show that here A is congruent to B modulo D. So now given A congruent to B modulo m, from this we can write m divides A minus B. From this we can write A minus B is multiple of m, so it is equal to mk for some k belongs to z, mk1 for some k1 belongs to z. Say this is equation number 1. Similarly, now D divides m implies m is multiple of D, so m is equal to dk2 for some k2 for some integer k2 in z. Say this is equation number 2. So if you put equation 2 in 1, then we get, okay, put 2 in 1, we get A minus B is equal to D times k1 k2. So this implies if we substitute here k1 k2 is equal to k, then we get A minus B is equal to dk, where k is also an integer, where k is what, k1 k2, and k is equal to k1 k2. From this we can say that this k divides A minus B, D divides A minus B, since A minus B is multiple of D, so D divides A minus B, and from this we can write A congruent to B modulo D. Hence if A congruent to B modulo m and if D divides m, from this we can say that A is congruent to B modulo D. Now next property number 2. If Ax congruent to, say here, Ax congruent to Ay modulo m, if and only if x congruent to y modulo m by am, GCD of am. Okay, so here we are going to show that we can cancel this A, in congruence relation. Cancellation law hold in congruence relation only if we can say that x congruent to y modulo m by GCD of am. So that is, if D is the GCD of am, then, and if Ax congruent to Ay modulo m, then we are going to show that this if and only if statement x congruent to y modulo m by D. So now to prove this, we know that one property, if D divides AB and if the GCD of AD is equal to 1, then D divides B. Okay, since we can prove this, since GCD of AD is equal to 1 implies 1 is equal to AX plus dy. Also, if you multiply this equation by B, then we get B is equal to ABX plus B dy, and since D divides AB, this implies AB is equal to DK, and if we put the value of AB equal to DK here, then we get B is equal to DKX plus B dy, and if we take here D outside, then inside the bracket kx plus by, and from this we can write, we can say that B is multiple of D, and so therefore D divides B. Therefore if D divides AB, and if if D does not divide A, what is the GCD of AD is equal to 1 implies if D does not divide A, then D divides B. From this we can say that, for example, we know that 2 divides 3 into 4, 2 divides 3 into 4, but 2 does not divide 3, implies what? 2 divides 4. Why 2 does not divide 3? Because GCD of 2 and 3 is 1. So we are going to use this property to prove that the cancellation law hold in congruence relation. That is, we want to show that here first, if Ax congruence to Ay modulo m, then X congruent to Y modulo m by D, where D is GCD of AM. Now first, now since given Ax congruence to Ay modulo m, from this we can write m divides Ax minus Ay. From this we can write Ax minus Ay is equal to mk1 for some integer k1. Okay, say this is equation number 1. Now, or we can write this as, if we simplify this, instead of saying this 1, we can see, if we simplify here, A divides A inside the bracket x minus 1 is equal to m times k1. Now since GCD of AM is equal to D implies, in the last video we proved that the GCD of A upon D and GCD of m upon D is equal to 1. So if we divide this equation 1 by D, then we get A divides D into x minus y equal to m divides D into k1. Now this implies this term A divided by D into x minus y is multiple of m by D, and therefore we can write here m by D divides A divided by D into x minus y. But since GCD of A divided by D and m divided by D is 1, and that is GCD of m by D and A by D is 1, this implies m by D divides x minus y. From the previous here you can see here 2 divides 3 into 4, but 2 does not divide 3 implies 2 divide 4. Or if D divides AB, and if D does not divide A implies D divide B. Here GCD of m by D and A by D is 1, and therefore m by D does not divide A by D implies m by D divides x minus y. From this we can write x minus y equal to this is the definition of congruence. From this we can write x congruent to y modulo m by D, and from this we can write x congruent to y modulo m divided by am, and this is what we want to prove here. You can prove the converse also, that is, if x congruent to y modulo m by m by GCD of am, then from this we can write m by D divided x minus y. From this we can write a by d is equal to x minus y equal to m times d into k, and from this we can write x minus ay equal to m k1, and from this we can write ax congruent to ay modulo m. So converse is also true. So hope you understood these two important properties. If a congruent to b modulo m, then d divides m, then a congruent to b modulo d, and here if x congruent to ay modulo m, then x congruent to y modulo m by d. Thank you.